Hey, Shalom, Akim Shalom. First thing and foremost, we want to give all praise and glory and honor to due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elders, the apostles, the great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in the gospel broad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, wherever it may be. Let's start here, Mahaloya, coming back with another lesson. Lord's will to be edified. Title, Keep Your Eyes on the Prize. We almost home. We almost out of here. Staying focused, being productive in this thing, being on fire for this thing, and thinking positive, because the positive mindset gets you it gets you very far in the truth, man. Like we always have discussions with brothers about how to remain positive and how to think positive and speak good things into existence through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. Okay, because a lot of brothers, man, they catching hell, man, but a lot of brothers don't really, they don't grope in their hell. You would never know brothers are catching hell, but by their countenance. But overall, brothers are still pushing the mantle. They're still pushing the plow. That's a good thing. It's a good sportsmanship, good work ethic. And work ethic in its truth is a huge thing, because with work ethic comes diligence, and with diligence it comes more, how can I say it, being more temperate, more level-headed. And with that being said, it keeps you grounded and it keeps you looking for the prize, because ultimately the goal is to get that penny, which brothers are laboring for. All right, we all want that penny. We all want our calling and election to be sure. Okay, so we have to keep our minds focused on the truth and keep them steadfast on Yahweh Shai, man, throughout all the downfalls, throughout all the negative things, throughout all the BS that's going on in today's world. Whether it be with family, women, children, job, wherever it may be, we have to remain focused and keep our eyes on the prize, man, because overall, that's what it's all about. Okay, Second Esdras, this 7th chapter goes into that, about how you have cold, you have the fire, you have the water. You know what I'm saying? You have the fire, you have the water. Because on one side, you go to the right, you got fire. On the left-hand side, you got water. If you deviate too far left, too far right, you could be destroyed which way. So that's another thing, to be balanced. All right. So let's look at what Paul said. This is the book of Romans 8, and I'm gonna start at verses 17. It says, "Them children, then heirs of the Most High." All right. It says, "And joint heirs with the anointed, if so be that we suffer with them, that we may also be glorified together." So count your suffering as a blessing, man. Though it don't feel good, because nobody wants to catch hell 24/7 a day, 24 hours, 7 days a week. And it seems like that because, brothers are constantly going through different trials, different tribulations, different tests. It's like when it lets up before a moment. But also, when it comes, it seems like the storm it's forever. It feel like you're going to be in an eternity, but you don't realize that you're being built through these particular afflictions, because the Most High is getting us prepared for bigger things ahead. We have to be ready for it. And it says here, "For I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us." So all this shit that we're going through, like the scriptures refer to it as a dream, a bad dream that we're going to look back on, and it's going to be an afterthought. Okay, because we're going to have so much joy and peace in the kingdom of heaven, to the point that these little small skirmishes that we're going through the flesh, through the mind, through the spirit, we're going to realize that they're not going to even be a thought anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because overall, it's amounting to you being built up through the spirit. All right, so you have to take pleasure, like Apostle Ramlab said. You have to learn to love to suffer, and that's a heavy thing, and that takes a skill. That takes a particular mentality to learn how to suffer, or to love to suffer. Because if anybody say that, they're like, man, this dude is out of his damn, who wants to suffer? But if you're not spiritual, that will go right over your head. Okay? Because, hey, Yahweh Shah suffered, didn't he? But look what was allotted to him. Eternal glory. Things being under his feet in subjection. Okay? All the principalities under his feet. Okay? His people coming back into him in righteousness. Galaxies, man. Like Paul said, it was unlawful for him to utter what he's seen. Okay? And that was just in the spirit realm. And you already know the scriptures say what's sown on earth will be sown in heaven. So therefore, man, let thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So if it was a paradise in the spiritual realm where the Most High dwells, imagine what it's going to be like on the earth. Okay, going back into Idan, which means paradise. Okay, we're gonna have another. It's gonna be the Garden of Eden all over again, but this time the whole world, despite America, which America is gonna be the biggest desert on the planet Earth after the destruction. Okay, it says here, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestations of the sons of the Most High. Okay, and the sons of God were being manifested now, first and foremost, by waking up our people, waking up ourselves, going out to the highways and the byways, showing a different mindset, coming together with brothers in unity, okay, in the same mind, same spirit, same thought. That's the manifestation of the sons of God. But it's going to be elevated when we get those spiritual powers, because the scriptures say we should be like him as he is. And it says here, for the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but reason of him who have subject in the same hope. Okay? And Yahushua had hope. That's why he was able to fulfill his mission, because he had hope and he believed in the Father. Okay? Because he is the word of the Most High. Okay? So let's go from here to the book of 2nd Esdras 2. And I'm going to start at verses, let's start at 30. This 35, it says, be ready for the reward of the kingdom. Okay, you can look up the word reward. It says, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you evermore. Everlasting light, meaning no more darkness, because the scriptures say all things are new. Behold, there's no more crying, no more sorrow, no more death, no more pain for the Israelites. You other nations are going to still exemplify pain. You're going to still have pain and suffering to some degree, because you're going to still be mere mortals on the planet Earth. You're not going to be gods. We're going to be gods. You're not. Okay, you're going to be just regular citizens, like regular flesh and blood humans. You're not going to have spiritual powers, okay? You're going to have possessions, but you're not going to have access to the spirit realm. You're not going to be able to control the demons, etc. And if you're worshiping any god outside of ours, then you will be visited. Period. Okay? And it says, flee the shadow of this world, meaning the ways of this world, and receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly, okay? And that's what we are doing on the highways and byways. This is why it's essential to be out there week in and week out, pushing the vibration of the Lord, okay? Like they say, the saints come marching in. That's literally a thing. We are marching in, and we're going to come physically marching in when the Lord comes back, okay? Because the scriptures say that the saints shall take the kingdom, okay? So this place is going to be taken down. And Yahweh Shai is going to set up his men. And it says here, oh, receive the gift that is given you and be glad, giving thanks to him that had led you to the heavenly kingdom. Okay? And it says, arise and stand, and behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord, which is the elect, 144,000. Because the scriptures say, bid them to the marriage. Compel them to come and bid them to the marriage. So that's the whole calling. Going out there and bidding like-minded souls to the marriage. So you want to be dressed for the occasion, okay? You don't want to get caught in a message with your slippers and with your pajamas on, or with your stocking cap on, man. You got to come arraigned. You got to come arraigned in orderly arraignment, man. You know, you have to come arraigned in the right mindset. All right, and it says here, and arise and stand, and behold the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord. It says, which are departed from the shadow of this world. That means they put off the old man and have received glorious garments of the Lord. So take thy number, O Zion, and shut up those of thine that are clothed in white. And that's that righteousness. It says, which have fulfilled the law of the Lord. Because we push the law, statutes, and commandments, unlike certain people we know. It says, and the number of thy children whom thou longest for is fulfilled, because things are scoped out in measurement. Everything on the planet Earth, from the Lord's timing to the prophecies to the judgment, is all measured in measurements, man. Okay, in balance. When you have a certain level of wickedness on the planet Earth, when it feels that measure, then the Most High moves on it. And then that's when he makes his move. That's why it says here, beseech the power of the Lord. It says, whom thou longest for is fulfilled, but beseech the power of the Lord, that thy people which have been called from the beginning may be hallowed. Okay, because you have the first fruits. It says, and I, Esdras, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number. Precept Revelation 7. And they all that praise the Lord with songs, which is this truth, man. It says, and in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, which that's Yahushai, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their head he set crowns. and was more exalted when I marveled greatly. All right. So this is basically a future prophecy that's getting ready to take place. You know, this is that prophecy when the Lord comes back and he delivers the elect. Okay. And it says, and he set crowns and was more exalted. And I marveled greatly. And I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now they are crowned and receive palms. Okay. And this is not talking about anybody. This is not talking about the other nations. This is not the Christian doctrine. Okay. The other nations ain't going to make it. Okay. And it says, Then I said unto the angel, One young person is that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands. And he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. And then began I to command them so stiffly that stood for the name of the Lord. So, hey, that's that prize, man. We waiting for it. We longing for it. So, Akim, stay diligent. Keep praying. Stay in the fight. All praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Shalom. Blah, blah, blah.